Guys, deluded Guna, you choosing N'Golo Kante. Arsenal 5, Everton 1. Terrific performance and with the scoreline to match. So yeah, man, with that being said, let's review the ratings of the players or the player ratings. Czech gets a 5. He didn't have that much to do, but when he was asked stuff to do, stuff was asked of him. Better yet, he was equal to it. Unfortunately, he came off injured. Between him and Monreal, we don't know the timescale. I haven't actually looked at Wenger's comments in regards to post game, so I don't know what he said at this moment in time. But let's hope it's a speedy recovery. Our squad has already been trimmed via numerous transfers. We've already got some existing injuries, so we don't need any more. 5 out of 10 for Czech. Mustafi gets an 8 for me. He read the game well today. 2 bad incidences, really. Getting a yellow card, if I'm being harsh. And what was the other one? The penalty incident, the weak Everton claims, because he gave them the decision to make. I mean, and if they made a more of a meal of it, if the game was in a stronger context, you don't know what could happen. But other than that, a number of important blocks from Mustafi today, man. A number of last-ditch challenges for me. Mustafi was equal to a lot of things. Big reason we got the second. He kept it fighting. He kept the ball alive from the corner. So he gets an 8. Koscielny gets a 7 from me. He scored, obviously, and like his partner Mustafi, they played very well, in my opinion. Like his partner as well, there was an incident where he dived in and completely didn't get the ball, and he got a yellow card for it. But a 7. Monreal gets a 5. Didn't do bad, didn't do good. Similar to Czech, you weren't asked of it. Anything not much was asked of you. Sadly, he's injured as well. He came off at half time, I believe, so he gets a 5 out of 10. I give Bellerin a 6. 6.5 is milking. I give him a 6. Purely because he looked better in regards to his end product for me. He looks more of a sure. I saw more calculatedness from him in the final third, and I was happy with that. And he, along with the wingers, he was a big part of the reason we won today, in the sense that they were providing a threat down the flanks, and they didn't allow really. He kept Balassi quiet. Balassi ain't do nothing. So 6 from me. Xhaka gets a 7. Lovely passes today. Lovely touches on the ball. Him and Ramsey really controlled the thing. So a 7. Ramsey gets a 10.5 from me, man. He got a hat-trick. Ramsey, away from the hat-trick, not even just the goals, because they were awesome, lovely goals. The running in behind, he just the intelligence to see. Obviously, Wenger tells him to do that, but the intelligence to see, Aubameyang's creating space by doing his running thing. Iwobi's dropping deep. Ozil and Mkhitaryan are lurking, doing what they need to do. Let me take advantage of the space being presented and go there. For me, he was doing that superbly for me today. His passing was good today. He got 3 goals. 10.5, man. Credit where it's due. He got a hat-trick, for God's sake. His first career one, I believe, as well. And I know it's deep, but there's a case to take him out the side going into the Spurs game, and he's giving Wenger a serious thingy headache. Because I mean, how can you drop someone that's got 3 goals and he should start? To be honest with you, but between him, Wilshere, we don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, 10.5 for Ramsey. Ozil, I give him a 7. You know, an 8, man. You gotta give Ozil an 8. 8. Purely because, if I'm being harsh, I've seen Ozil play well, but he was still superb today. And you go and look at half of the goals we scored today, or in fact, all of them, and Iwobi and Ozil were involved at some point. Like, he was really the conductor today, really controlling it. Happy he signed a new deal. You know what? He gets an 8.5, man, because I'm getting flashbacks of what he did. 8.5 for Ozil. Mkhitaryan gets a 10 out of 10 for me, because he got 3 lovely assists, all different, all similar, but all different. I like the way he hovers and stuff like that. I knew he was a good player, but it's like seeing him now, you can see the angle now. Wenger's the father. I can see the angle with Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan and things. And while I don't necessarily believe he's good enough to get us to the next level, it's 30, man. Like, Mkhitaryan's a baller. Like, he's Mkhitaryan. These are the sort of players we need at this club. Shout out to you, man. 10 out of 10. Lovely game. 3 assists. Moving mad. Iwobi gets a 7. Faded in the second half. Superb first half. Really and truly shouldn't have started. And it was a big gamble, because if we didn't win, you were going to make Wenger look silly, like you have a couple times. Justified his selection today. Building, dancing past people. There was in the first half, he nutmegged someone. I was like, oh, this guy, you're doing this on national TV, man, like Iwobi. He was calculated. He really believed in himself today. He had a point to prove. You saw him building and getting and doing creative things with Ozil and stuff. You saw pretty little passions of play. Iwobi was quality today, to be honest with you. Still believe he's a central midfield player, not a wide man, but he done his thing today, especially in the first half. Crept into in the second half, crept into old habits, but quality game today from Iwobi, man. Aubameyang, I give him a 7. Obviously, he's adapting. I do think there's a lot more you could have displayed today, and there's a bit more to show from you. But that was a terrific finish from Aubameyang, man. Whether he was offside or not, gave Pickford the eyes and then lobbed him, man. That's the sort of things we need, to be honest. Excellent link-up play today. He was involved in the first as well. quality player. Do you think there's a bit more to play? I believe you've got good hold-up play and general play and things like that, but I do believe Lacazette is better than you in that aspect, but you're a better goal scorer. So I believe we should be playing both of you together. But for me, what can you say? It's his first game. He was brought here to score goals. He's now got 22 league goals for this season. I'm going to pretend 21 of them were scored at Arsenal because we're shameless and I've got agendas to run. But yeah, man. Other than that, I give Kohler a 5. Didn't really do anything bad, didn't do anything good. Still looks like he's injured. I can't put my hand on it. What it looks wrong, but he just looks like he's got some sort of injury every time he's come on. Like, if he's not fit, he surely wouldn't be on the bench, right, guys? And obviously it's Arsenal, we do weird stuff. But I do think there's something to that Kohler story that only those internally within the club know. But yeah, I give him a 5. Wilshere and Ospina went for me. Ospina went on the pitch long enough to do anything. It was that Buki collection, where you from the corner where you tried to spill it and we got away with that. That was Buki, but don't really think he was on the pitch long enough to give you an accurate rating, really. Wilshere the same, obviously. And yeah, that was our subs. Unlucky Lacazette for not playing, man, sadly. But yeah, guys, Deludicue in the YouTubes and Golo Kante, get in the comments, subscribe. That's my play ratings. Arsenal 5, Everton 1, and we go to Spurs next week. I'm out.